Hello and welcome back for a brand new declutter video. And today we are doing my high-end eyeshadow palette collection. This is a tub packed full with palettes we are going to be decluttering today. I'm looking to get rid of a lot of my collection, so I'm hoping to really cut this down, you guys. It's going to be a cutthroat declutter, so if that sounds good, let's go ahead and get started. Quickly, I do want to just mention that I am doing giveaway boxes in these videos. So this is one of my declutters. On all of my declutter videos, I've done a mystery box giveaway. All you have to do to enter is just be subscribed to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and then also leave a comment down in the comment section. It can be any comment, just make sure you leave a place for me to get a hold of you, and then I will pick a winner before the next declutter goes live. So make sure to enter that, and let's go ahead and start. To give you guys an overview, I have these two bins that are jam-packed with palettes. So I'm not going to be as detailed, I think, in this declutter as I have been in my past ones, just because I have so much to get through. But I'll try my best to kind of talk you guys through everything when I am decluttering, but I'm kind of just going to like try to go quickly so this video isn't forever long. So let's go ahead and start. I have this Ouija palette. This is from Spoiled Cosmetics. I thought this was a really fun release, but I do not need it in my collection, so I'm going to declutter that one. This one from MAC, I know I want to keep just because I like the packaging. I think it's such a pretty palette. I love the tones too, so I'm going to keep that one. Beauty by Pop Sugar. Are they still around? I feel like I haven't heard anything about them in a long time. This was a pretty palette, but I feel like they're maybe not around anymore. I don't know. You guys have to let me know down below, but I'm going to declutter this one. I know I want to keep all of my Naked palettes. I see quite a few here. So I have Naked Honey, Original Naked. I have the Ultraviolet here as well. I love these palettes. I think they're great, and I like to reference them a lot, so I'm going to keep all three of those. One of my absolute favorite palettes of all time is this Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. Definitely keeping this like holy grail status. Definitely a favorite for me. Pure Festival palette. I know I got this in a BoxyCharm. I wasn't a fan of this one, so going to pass that one along. I have a ton of single shadows here. I believe they're all from Makeup Geek. I honestly, you guys, do not reach into these. I've had them a long time. I definitely got my use out of some of them, but I never reach into these, so I'm going to take them all out of the palette probably and just keep the Easy palette in case I need it, but I'm going to declutter the actual shadows. I have this orange palette here from Touch and Soul. This I think I got in a BoxyCharm as well. Going to declutter that one. I have my Ofra palette here for Samantha March. Her, what was this called? Oh my gosh, Life's a Draft palette. Definitely keeping this one. I love Samantha, and that was such a nice palette. We have from Buxom the White Russian. I did enjoy this one. I know it got mixed reviews, but I thought it was really good. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. This Teddy Boy palette, this is from Butter London. I really like the colors in here, but I feel like I have this probably like 10 times over. So going to declutter that one. We have a NARS palette here, their Orgasm Mini. I liked this one. I thought it was cute. I'm going to keep that one. The Tarte. This is so old, you guys. I've had this in my collection literally forever. Look at how like old this is. This was one of my favorite palettes though. I'm going to declutter it because I don't need it, but that was definitely bringing back some memories with that one. I have another Tarte one right here. I'm not really a fan of these palettes, these like round ones. I did like the Make Believe in Yourself one, but this one I wasn't a fan of. This is, I don't even know what this one's called. I think it came in a BoxyCharm, but I'm going to declutter that. Keeping it going, we've got Kaleidos up next. This is one of their palettes. I think I'm going to keep all of the Kaleidos palettes because I really enjoy their formula. So when I get to those, I'm probably going to keep them all because I think they're really great. I have one here from Ofra, their signature palettes. I think these are really, really good quality. I like them a lot. This one is their Sweet Dreams. I feel like this is probably my most used one, so I'm going to keep that one. I do have one of their Pro palettes here. These I don't really get much use out of the Ofra like Pro palettes. I think they're nice, and definitely like if you don't have a large collection, I think they're really great for trying out their formula, but I don't reach for this big of a palette anymore, so I'm going to actually probably gift that one to a friend. Rose All Day. This is from the brand Carity. I actually really like this palette. I'm trying to think if I have any other palettes from Carity. I know I want to at least keep one from them, so I actually might hold on to this one for now. We'll see if I come up on another one of the palettes I want to keep. This is the Lorac Sorel. These are really good palettes. I think not a lot of people actually talk about these, but I think they're really good quality. We have this one, and then there's another one I'll probably come up on here too, but both of these are really good. It's definitely keeping that. Identity 2 from Persona Cosmetics. This actually color story I don't love. I mean, it's nice, but I feel like it's not my favorite. But I'm like debating on keeping it just for like having it from the brand because I love the brand so much, but I never reach into this, you guys. So I'm actually going to get rid of that one. I'll keep the original one because that's one of my favorite palettes, but I don't need that one. I have this palette here. This is from the brand Stacey Cosmic Crush palette. I'm not really sure. I am going to declutter that. I have not used that in a long time. We have another Ofra one here. This one has the purples. This is the Galaxy palette. I did like this one. I don't have a ton of purples, so I'm going to keep that. From Becca, we have this fun little palette right here. I know Becca is going out of business, so I'm going to be very selective with what stuff I keep from Becca. So I am going to declutter this one, even though it has really fun packaging. We have a diary palette. Look at that one. It has my name on it. This is from Spoiled Cosmetics again. I believe they have really cute stuff, but the pigmentation I feel like wasn't there on this one, unfortunately. It just reminded me of like makeup that you put on and it like disappears within the next day, so I'm not gonna keep that. From MAC, we have another palette from them. I think this was an old collection. Yeah, I don't think I need that one, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. We have this one from Cloven Hollow. I remember this one being okay, but again, I have a lot of neutrals. I don't need that. From Kaleidos, I have the Club Nebula palette. I told you I'm probably going to keep all of their palettes because I absolutely love their formula. I think it's really great. Urban Decay, we have the Beached Eyeshadow palettes. I love this one. It's one of my favorite Urban Decay palettes. Definitely keeping that. I have some here from Motive Cosmetics. Honestly, you guys, I think I can get rid of these. I haven't reached into these in forever, so I'll go ahead and get rid of those. From Pure and Raw Beauty Christie, I have her palette. I wasn't the biggest fan of this one. I didn't really love the formula, so I am going to declutter that. Let's see. I have some here from The Balm. These are their Pick Perfect palettes. I thought these were cute when they came out. Maybe I'll keep one of them. I don't need to keep both of them. So let's see. I think it's this one I like better, the Day to Night palette. Yeah, I'll keep the Day to Night and I'll get rid of the other one. Complex Culture, this is new to me. I really like their formula too of eyeshadow. They have really great brushes, really great face palettes. So I am going to keep that one. That's newer to me. Buxom here. I don't love these palettes from Buxom. I feel like the quality is not like necessarily there. So I'm going to get rid of that. One of my favorite palettes in my collection. Those colors. Mine is broken unfortunately, but I use this one all the time. Going to keep that. This is the other palette I was talking about from Lorac. This is their Noir palette. Such great quality. These are so good. I feel like if you haven't tried those, definitely recommend. Persona, this is the original Identity palette. They have changed the packaging, but I just have my original. This is such a good palette, you guys. Staple, one of my absolute favorites in my collection. Definitely staying with me. Ciate London. We have this palette right here from them. I know I want to keep something from the brand, but I don't know that this is the palette. I think I can declutter this one, but I'm going to want to keep something, so I might come back to that one. Attached to DENONA, we have the Lila palette. I'm going to keep this one just to have it for reference, but you guys, I honestly don't feel like this is amazing for the price. It's very expensive. I got it in a lucky bag, so I feel like I didn't spend as much on it, but I don't know. I don't get the hype on that one. I don't think it's that amazing, but we will keep it. The Glam Goddess palette here from Del 10. I'm trying to open mine. If it comes open, I'm definitely keeping this. They actually named a shade after me in here, which is so cool. If you look at the shade right here, it's named Molly. So definitely keeping that. I feel like it's such a cool thing that they named one after me. I think it's so special. I love my Del 10 family. We have Florence up next, her Love Live palette. I am going to keep this one. Florence doesn't have my favorite eyeshadow formula, but I like to keep her stuff for reference for videos. We have the Glow Goddess palette here from Estee Lauder. Actually got to do a campaign with them for this palette, and I really did like it. I think it's a really great palette, but I've had it a very long time. That was a long time ago I did that campaign, so I'm going to declutter that one. Let's see what I have. Ace Beauté palette here from them. I think that I got that in a BoxyCharm. I'm going to say goodbye. Desert Vibes. This is from IVY Beauty. I haven't seen anything from them in a long time either, so I think I'm good getting rid of that. So let's see. This is the Lion King collection with Luminous. I don't need that either. I feel like someone would think that's really fun, so I'm going to let them keep that. This is a great palette from Alter Ego. It's their Daydream palette. We use this one a bunch. It is a dupe for the new Nude from Huda Beauty, so I'll keep that. Becca, again, another palette from them. I think I'm going to get rid of that. We have these little palettes from Juno & Co. I think these are actually really good quality, and they're cute little minis. I am an affiliate with Juno & Co. I have a 10% coupon code there, so if you ever want to buy anything, it's just Makeup Molly. Here is this little palette from Lorac. I love these mini palettes. I think they are so cute. Sparkling. Going to keep that. What is this? This is the Galani Billy B palette. I actually love the tones of this one. I think it's really pretty, but I don't know if this brand is even around anymore. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one because I haven't seen them around in a while. This is from Carity. I have like a Picante palette. I like this one a lot, especially for fall. I think it's really cool colors. I did keep the other Carity palette. I feel like I'm doing really good. So I'm going to keep this one too. Let's keep going here. I feel like I'm making progress. This one here is from Lancome. I know this was a part of their holiday collection. I don't think that's available anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that. I have the Gingerbread palette here from Too Faced. I am going to keep all of their tin palettes because I do like these a lot. And I also like to reference them. So I know I'm going to keep those when we get to the rest of them too. Another Ciate palette. So here's this one. This one is called the Editor palette. I think I'm going to keep this one over the other one, and I'm going to see if I have another one that I want to keep more. I'm only going to keep one, but for now I'll keep that one. A matte palette here from Carity. This has lots of fun colors in it. I think I'm going to declutter that though because I have other fun palettes I think I want to keep over those. We have these palettes from the Balm up next, the Alternative Rock Volume 1, and then we have the Volume 2 here as well. I'll keep, I actually liked both these palettes. I thought the quality was really good, but I haven't reached for them in a long time. I'll keep this one, the Volume 1, and I'll declutter Volume 2. I know I have reviews on those if you're interested in them. Another palette from Ace Beauté. I don't think I need to keep that one. I think I got those a lot in BoxyCharm when I was subscribed to them. I feel like that's where I collected a lot of these palettes. This is from the brand Love. The choice is all yours. Let's see what this is. I know I'm not going to keep it because this is a very large palette. Have not reached into it, so decluttering that. Celestial Thunder. This is from Kristen Dominique's brand. I believe I have this full-size palette, so I don't think I need the mini. I know I got this one, I believe, also in a BoxyCharm, so I will declutter that. Let's see, Innisfree. I have this little mini here. This was like a build your own palette. I believe I did this at like one of the Ipsy events, but I'm going to get rid of that. All of the Deck of Scarlets, you guys, I'm going to get rid of. These I've had a very long time, and I used to get their palettes a lot in PR. I think they're beautiful, but I never reach into these. So I am going to just go ahead and get rid of all of those. Blushing Berries from A Dose of Colors. It's a really nice, just like berry toned palette. I love the black in here too. Gonna keep that. Let's see what else we have. This is a fun palette. It's from the brand Moontea, and here's what it looks like. I don't know, you guys. I feel like I don't need this one. I'm gonna declutter it, but it's a really fun palette. Stilazzi up next. Are they still around? I feel like I haven't heard anything about them in a long time either. Have the Spellbound palette, and then also this one here is called the Darkroom palette. Okay, let's keep the Darkroom just to have something from them in case they are still around. I need to check on that though, and then I'll go ahead and get rid of the Spellbound palette. I haven't seen them in a long time, so I'm not sure if they're still kicking. Here is a palette from MAC that I made with a bunch of colors in there. This is definitely well used, but I haven't reached for it in forever, so I'll declutter that. Another Z palette here. I have some other stuff in here. This is a Hula. I don't even know what else is in here, you guys. Again, I never reach for these singles, so I'll empty this out and then declutter what's in there. Another Z palette. This one has some glitters in there. I don't even know what's even in here or what it's from. Looks like I have some stickers maybe, but yeah, I'm going to get rid of these. I know I have like a ton of pressed glitters and like ColourPop palettes and stuff, so I don't think I need those. Another Naked palette. I know I told you guys I was keeping all of those. This is the Wild West. I want to play with that more. Okay, we've got Lancome here again. Again, another holiday palette. I don't need to keep that. Iconic London. This is a very large palette. Again, I know this is a BoxyCharm. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't like how bulky this one is. From Viseart, I have their Paris Edit palette. I really like this one. It's very pretty. I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I love the packaging. I think it's so cute. So keep that one. We have one from Ofra. This is their Good to Go palette. I like this one. I think the color story is fun. I love that green shade. So I'm going to keep that one from them. From Tarte, this is a palette. This is the High Tides and Good Vibes. I remember purchasing this to do a review on it, and I thought it was fun at the time. I feel like it's packaging probably that draw me into this one, so I'm going to declutter it. I've had that one a long time. We have another one from Ofra. This one is so cute. I love the greens in here. I think it's fun. This is called the Empowered, so I'll keep that one. Let's see, KKW right here. I like this one. It's just like a simple everyday palette, but I think it's nice, and I love how small it is, so I'm going to keep that. That's called the Mrs. West. I don't know if she's keeping that around. I'm guessing not, but I'm going to keep it. Buxom, another one of these small palettes. You guys, I'm just not a big fan of those, so going to get rid of that. This is another Pop Sugar one. So one like that. It has some face colors and some eye colors. I think I can get rid of that. Talia X Motive, a collaboration. I am going to get rid of that. Let's see. We have the Tarte Double Duty Man Eater palette. I wasn't a fan of the colors in here. I don't know. It just seems a little boring to me. I know Tarte's like known for these type of color stories, but I don't need that. Let's see. Kaleidos palette. I told you guys I'm keeping because they're so pretty. Love their formula. We have another palette here from Florence by Mills. I will be keeping this one. This is probably my favorite out of all her palettes. I'm missing a piece though, so I'll have to find where that one is, but keep that. Another one here from Becca. This packaging is so cute. Here's what that one looks like. I almost want to keep it just for the packaging. Should I? I kind of want to. It's kind of cute. I don't know. For now, I'll keep it just for the packaging, but I haven't reached that in forever. Butter London, another palette here from them. I am going to declutter. Let's see. Patrick Star. This is the matte collaboration. I haven't reached for those in forever, so I'll declutter those. This is a eye palette that has some cheek and lip colors in there from Motive. I'm going to get rid of that. Let's see. Skinny Dip from Jouer. I know this isn't available anymore, but I love this palette. It's an all shimmer palette. I used to use this all the time. I think the colors are so gorgeous. I am keeping that. It's been a long time since I reached for it, but I love it. From Huda Beauty, we have her khaki, what is this? The Purple Haze palette. I don't have many purples, so I am going to keep that. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Day to Night palette, or I'm not sure what this is called, but here's what it looks like. It's pretty. I like the colors in here, so I will keep that. I'm into like more mini palettes, I feel like, for sure. We have the Pocket palette here from The Balm. These are so tiny. Like, I like mini palettes, but these are just like too little. Like, they have face and eye, but I don't know. They're too small for me. I'm going to declutter that. We have this formula here from This Is Blessed Beauty. It's a cool concept. They kind of like come off like this. And I remember the colors were nice. I really like this shade right here. So I'll keep this for now. I thought it was a cool concept, and it's nice and small. Have the Aurora palette from Alter Ego. I actually really like their formula. I think it's great. This is a dupe for NATASHA DENONA palette, so I'm going to keep that. I feel like we're doing so good. I'm so proud of myself. Up next, we got something from MAC. I am going to get rid of this. I haven't reached for my MAC shadows in a long time, so you'll see me kind of getting rid of a lot of those. I have this one from NATASHA DENONA. I don't like this palette. I got it in a BoxyCharm, and it's fine, but I just don't care for this color wave. I think it's kind of like, I don't know, every look I came up with this, I just like wasn't that into. So I'm going to pass it along to someone else who will like it a little more. Laura Lee palette from Violet Voss. I have had this far too long. It's a nice palette, and I got a lot of use out of it. You can tell I definitely loved it, but I know it's not available, and I haven't reached for it in a long time, so we will get rid of that. Makeup Geek here. What is in here? A few more shadows from them. I, again, haven't reached for this in a long time, so I will declutter it. Natural Lust palette here from Too Faced. I thought this one was nice. I liked the tones in here, but I feel like I have all of these like mostly in their other palettes, like their tin ones, so I can declutter that. Let's see, we have the Wonderlust Escape palette. This is really pretty from the brand Wonder Beauty. I really like the formula of this. I'm going to keep that. What is this one? This is from KVD Vegan Beauty, and this was their holiday release. I have a review on this. Kind of had mixed opinions on it, but I wasn't crazy about it, so I am going to declutter it. Plus, it was holiday, so I know it's not around anymore. We have the Kristen Leanne Urban Decay palette. This one is so fun. I love this palette. I kind of want to keep it just because I feel like it has some fun shades in here. Although I know this packaging is like crazy, and I also know it's not available anymore, but I'm going to keep it just because it's cute. All right, Golden Gatsby. I know I bought this from LA Splash because I thought it looked so pretty, but I literally used it once, so decluttering that. This is a Nightingale palette here from Pretty Vulgar. I got this one in a BoxyCharm. I really like this one. I just like these tones. I feel like they're really pretty. It's kind of like a smoky but still like earthy type of palette. I think it's good quality, so I'm going to keep that. Winky Lux. This is a fun palette from them. Very bright and summery. This is called the La Fruity eyeshadow palette. I'm going to keep that one. A couple more here we have from Dear Dahlia. This is their eyeshadow palette. I think this one is nice. It's a K-Beauty brand. I thought the formula was good, so keep that. We have the Wonderlust Chill palette here up next. I kept the bigger one from them, so I don't think I need this one, so I'm going to declutter that. I have a Lime Crime palette here. This one is kind of fun with the yellow, but I don't need that again. It's kind of bulky for a 4-pan palette. Another MAC one here. I'm going to declutter. I have the other Wonderlust palette here. Whoop, my palettes are going everywhere. Other Wonderlust palette here. I think I'm going to get rid of this one too. I did keep that other one. I wasn't crazy about those 4-pan palettes. Buxom, Extrovert. I didn't like this one. I feel like the quality was not there on this palette. They kind of just blended away to nothing. So saying goodbye. Norvina, Anastasia, definitely keeping that one. Here is a palette from NARS, their Uninhibited palette. I actually liked this one. If I can open it, I thought it was pretty. I like the colors in it. So I will keep that one from NARS. This one is from the brand, I don't even know what this is called, Hank & Henry Living in Color Palettes. I don't need that in my collection, so I'm going to say goodbye to that one. Urban Decay, Born to Run. I haven't reached for this in so long. I'm going to say goodbye to it, you guys. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm really trying to downsize so I can make room for like new stuff and not hoard as much. So I'm going to get rid of it. I have this palette here. It's a fun movie like palette. This is from the brand NATASHA. It's like a videotape. I think it's fun. So I am going to keep that one around. Another Kaleidos one. This is the Escape Pod palette. Very fun colors in here. Definitely keeping that one. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have the Neon Lights palette from Lorac. I actually have not reached into this one, so I think I'm going to get rid of that. We have the Fenty palette. I went back and forth with this one. I feel like at one point I decluttered it, and then I brought it back again. So I don't know. I'm going to keep it for now. It's not my favorite formula, but it's the only palette I have from Fenty. Huda Beauty Desert Dusk. I love this one. I'm definitely going to keep that. I have a Boss Babe. My battery died, so I had to pause for a minute, but we're back. I'm going to keep going. I have this one here from Complex Culture. This is another one of their palettes. I think these are great, so I'm actually going to keep this one along with the other one I kept from them. Stellar Beauty. I've kept this one for a long time, but I haven't reached into it in a long time, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I know I want to keep this one, though, from Alamar Cosmetics. I think this one is beautiful. I love the shades in here, so holding on to that one. Let's see. We have another one here from Lorac, Meraki palette. I can't remember using this one. I don't even know if I ever have. I feel like it's pretty similar to the other one that I kept from them, so I'm going to actually declutter that one. A couple here from Doll 10 that I have. Are these eyeshadow palettes, or let me open them here. No, this is the face palette. So we'll save that for our face palette declutter. I'm not sure if this one has eyeshadows and face colors in here. What is this one called? I don't even know. I hate that they don't have the names on here, but I think I'm going to declutter that one. I have quite a few Doll 10 palettes, so I think I'm good on getting rid of that. We have the Boss Babe Betty Buxom palette. I don't need that one. I'm going to get rid of it. Zoeva Caramel Mirage. I feel like that's very repetitive in what I've kept, so I'm going to get rid of that. Michaela palette. This is actually one of my newer eyeshadow palettes. I love the quality, and I love Michaela, so I did purchase this one to support. And I feel like this is the only like bright color purple palette I need, so I'm going to keep that. Violet Voss Essentials here. I'm going to get rid of that. You guys, I'm really trying to, like I said, cut it down and really just keep the palettes that I've like actually reached into. I love these Huda palettes. I'm probably going to keep all of the Obsession palettes because they're some of my favorites from her. This one, Laura, I don't even remember this palette. I guess I don't need it then. I must have got it somewhere. Okay, another MAC one here. Again, I'm going to get rid of most of these older collections from MAC, so get rid of that one. Have another palette here from Pure that has seen better days. We'll get rid of that. This one is the Spanglish palette, again from Alamar. I actually don't even think I got to use this one. It's really pretty though. I'm going to keep that. I like their formula a lot. And we have the Naughty palette from Huda Beauty. Going to keep this one. I like the quality of that. This one belongs in my ColourPop palette pile because I am going to do a full ColourPop declutter, so stay on the lookout for that. Another one from Ofra. Here is another one of their signature palettes. I feel like I've kept the other few, but I don't think I need that one, so I'm going to declutter that one. Natural palette from Too Faced, Natural Eyes. I like this one. I haven't really kept any Too Faced palettes, so I'll keep this one. That MAC Aladdin, again, I am going to declutter that. I have another Lime Climb palettes. I'm going to actually get rid of that as well. We have this little mini palette here. I think I got this in a lure box. It's so tiny. It was cute, but again, like this is so tiny. And I feel like, oh my gosh, I have eyeshadow everywhere. I feel like I have these colors, so I'm going to get rid of that. Huda Beauty, this is the Ruby palette. I like this one. I told you guys. I think I'm going to keep most of those. Let's see. I'll shake this off here. Teddy Bear palette from Too Faced. This is actually pretty good. I just got this one recently, so I will keep that. Goddess palette from Alter Ego. This is a dupe for the gold palette from NATASHA DENONA, so definitely going to keep that. signature palette, again, here from ORGASM. Which one is this? I think I have so many of these. This is the Symphony palette. It's pretty, but I think I'm going to get rid of that. Tiki Bar from Buxom. This is their newest release. And I think this is a nice palette. I liked it a lot, the look I came up with. Rowan kind of dug in it, but I'm going to keep that one. It's newer. Laura Mercier. This is a holiday release. I actually just used this one recently, and it was fine. It wasn't anything like crazy. So I actually tried to link it in the video though, and you can't even buy this anymore. So I'm trying not to keep as much like limited edition stuff since I mostly focus a lot on new. What is this? This is the Beachside palette. This one is fun from ORGASM. I love the colors in there. I think it's cute. We'll keep that. Pretty Rich palette from Too Faced. Honestly, guys, I'm going to keep this one just for the packaging because I think it's so cute. I haven't reached into it in so long, but I just love the packaging. I think it's so cute, so we'll keep it. Another one here from Juno & Co. I told you guys these are really good little mini palettes. I like the blue color story, so keep that. Have my Patrick Ta. This is a gorgeous palette. I love this one. I've been reaching for it a bunch. Very much recommend that. And another ColourPop one in here, so I'm going to set that aside. The Naked 3 Mini from Urban Decay. I've been using this one a lot, actually. I think it's really nice. I'm just into mini palettes, and I think it's a good color story, so I've been using that one. I like the looks I came up with. We've got the Huda Beauty Nude Light. I will be keeping that. Here is the other piece to that Florence palette, so I'm going to put that back with that palette. I have the Copper eyeshadow palette here from Bare Minerals. I think this one is actually, yeah, one of the shades is broken, so I'm going to declutter that one. We've got Soft Glam here from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to keep this. I actually really like this palette. This is my only Pat McGrath palette. It's really pretty. It's called the Ecstasy Suburb palette. The shimmers in it are really pretty. I actually got this one, and I haven't reached for it as much as I would like to, but I do want to keep that. Volcano Goddess from Becca. Again, Becca is no longer, so I'm really limiting what I keep from them. We'll declutter that. This palette stays around in every single declutter, but I've had it for so long. It's one of my first eyeshadow palettes like I bought, and it's from Dose of Colors, but I just love this purple. But you guys, what I realized is I think this purple is like identical to something in the Michaela palette. It may be not as identical as I thought, but I feel like the purples look pretty similar here. So that's really the only reason I keep this palette is because I just love that purple. But I think I'm going to be okay. I think I'll get rid of it. I've had this for so long, and that's hard, but I'm gonna get rid of it. The Glitch palettes from ORGASM. These are fun. I know I don't need both of them, though. So I think I'm going to keep this one because the pastels, but I'm going to get rid of this one here. So I think this one is just the plain Glitch palette. I think this one is the 2000, palette. This one is actually newer to me. It's the On the Run from Urban Decay. I like the greens in here, so I'm going to keep that one. I like that it's mini. Making Mauves, very pretty palette. It's one of my favorites in my collection from Dose of Colors. Definitely keeping that. Game of Thrones from Urban Decay. This is a very bulky palette, and I know I did a review on it, but I actually don't watch Game of Thrones. I know the colors are so pretty, and I really liked this palette, but because I don't watch it, I'm going to give this to my friend who does. I know she really will want that, so I'll let her have that. Another Huda Beauty and Amethyst Obsessions. This one wasn't my favorite from her, but I've been keeping all of them. I'm going to get rid of that one, actually, because I don't love that one. It's not my favorite out of all of them. Anastasia, this is her self-made palette. I love the shade Pink Champagne. That's the reason I keep this palette so much. Also, the shade Isla is pretty. I'm going to keep it. I've been doing good, so we'll keep that. Doll 10 palette. This is the Pro Eyeshadow Palette 3. I don't think they make these ones anymore. I think they have only their other, like, palettes, so I'm going to get rid of that because I don't think it's around. This is from Nomad. I have another palette that I want to keep from the brand that is really pretty, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Decca Scarlet. These are some individual palettes from them. I haven't reached into that, though, so I'm going to get rid of that. Another one here from Ace Beauté. Rowan got a hold of this one for sure. It's very broken. Okay, I'm not going to keep it because it looks like it's seen better days. The Mint Pastel Palette from Huda Beauty. I forgot about these. These are so cute. I want to reach into this one more, so going to keep that. Rustic Glam. This is from Kristen Dominique's brand, Dominique Cosmetics. I think this one is pretty. I want to reach into that more too because I haven't reached for it in a long time. Boss Babe from Motive Cosmetics. Again, these shades keep breaking in here, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Girl Boss, this is from the brand Private Society, and I liked this palette. I thought it was nice, but I don't really understand this brand, if it's even still around. But it's like you had to pay like a subscription to be a part of it, but then you got, like, you had to buy so much. I don't know. It was kind of a weird thing, and I didn't like that, so I'm going to declutter it. Glam palette from NATASHA DENONA, one of my absolute favorites in my collection, so going to keep that. Here's another Ciate London palette. This one, that doesn't do much for me. I don't know about you guys, but that one to me just looks like the same color over and over again. I'm going to declutter it. Another one here from Stellar. I told you I was keeping those other ones around for a while, but I'm going to declutter that one. The Sex Kitten palette from Tarte. I actually really like this one. It's more of a grungier, like, I was going to say I like this one. I used it a lot, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't love the colors in here. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of it because I think I have quite a few of these in my NATASHA DENONA palette, so I can get rid of it. Sam Marcel. I remember this one being nice. I might have another palette from them. I think I can do without. I'm going to get rid of this. Keeping it going, we've got one here from The Balm. It's the Meet Matchmaker palette. I do like this one a lot. I think it's fun with the split pans. I like this color a lot here, so I'm going to keep that one. We have another one here from Lancome. This again was a holiday release. It's a really pretty palette though. Are these glitters? They are. They are pressed glitters. I'm not going to keep it. I was like, these shimmers look so pretty, but they're pressed glitters and I don't need any pressed glitters like that in my collection. Pedal to the Metal from The Balm. These weren't my favorite. They were cream palettes. They were okay. Like, I liked them in my review, but ever since I kind of like tried to use them again, I feel like they've like dried up. They're just not as creamy as they once were, so I don't need those. I think there's another one floating around here somewhere. I'll declutter as well. Another Kaleidos. This is the Flower Punk palette, their most recent release. I really like this one. I think it's very pretty, so we will keep that. This is the UVU palette from Florence. This is their newest release. Again, I'm going to keep that. I love the packaging. I think it's so cute. I feel like I've been saying cute so much in this video, so I'm sorry for that in advance. Cargo Cosmetics. We have this palette here. I think I'm going to get rid of that. I wasn't that impressed with the quality. X&O Cosmetics. This is the Ritzy palette. This kind of reminds me of like Juvia's Place, like their formula and whatnot, but this palette, this like colorway to me, just, it doesn't do much for me. When I look at this, I don't really see a look that I can create with it, so I am going to get rid of it. But formula-wise, I think it's really good. It's just that I don't really feel inspired when I look at this palette, so I'm going to get rid of it. Huda Beauty, we have the Topaz Obsessions right here. Again, beautiful, keeping. Love those palettes. We have the ColourPop palette, so that's going to go with my ColourPop stuff. The Opiate, what is this? Octopic palette from Luminous. Should I keep that? Hey, I think I'm going to get rid of it. I'm doing good. Okay, Too Faced, two more of these tin palettes. I told you guys I'm going to keep both of those because I am keeping all of the tins. Here's the other Pedal to Metal palette from The Balm. Again, the creams really have dried up in these, so I'm going to declutter. Stone Vibes, this is from Urban Decay. I like this one a lot. I have not reached for it in a minute, so I want to use that one more, and the packaging is so pretty. Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette, one of my favorites in my collection. Definitely keeping this. It's a staple for me. Looks like here's where I keep a lot of my Huda palettes, so I have quite a few of those. These palettes from La Rock are so good, that are part of the Rachel Zoe collection. They are so fun, and I'm definitely keeping those. I think there's another one in here somewhere. We have the Sand Haze palette here, and then also one of her neon palettes, which are really fun neon shades, so keeping those. Khaki Haze, also from Huda, like this formula as well. And then this is one of those pocket palettes, so one of those mini ones from The Balm. I'm going to get rid of that. We've got another Kaleidos palette, very gorgeous here, so keeping that again. And then we have Tarte here. This is the Toasted palette. Should I keep this? I feel like last time I reached into it, the formula wasn't the same. Like, it wasn't as good as it once was. I kind of feel like it's dried up a bit. I haven't kept many Tarte palettes, so I think I'm going to keep the In Bloom palette. So I think I'm going to actually declutter. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep this one. I'm kidding. I am going to keep this Toasted, and I'm going to keep the In Bloom. I know I've had it forever, but look at how much I've used in it. I've hit pan, and I love these colors. So I am going to keep both of these, actually. I haven't kept much from Tarte, so we'll keep those. This is the Pretty Mess palette from Too Faced. I did not care for this one, so I'm going to declutter it. We have the Catherine Cosmetics palette here. I liked these. I thought the quality was fine, but I don't really love this like layout like this anymore, so I am going to Clutter that. We have the What's the Tea from the Balm here as well. There is another one that I like from this collection a little more. So I'm going to get rid of that one, but I'll keep the other one. It's probably in here somewhere. This is the palette I was talking about from Nomad. It's a really pretty pastel color palette, so I'm going to keep that one. I have a Charlotte Tilbury quad right here. Going to keep that. Also, the Orgasm X here from NARS I'm going to keep. Here's another one of those minis from Lorac. I love these. So good. Definitely keeping that one. We have another KKW. This is her Mario palette. I liked the quality of this one. I thought it was good, so I am going to keep that. Urban Decay Back Talk. Oh my gosh, I've had this so long. Oh my gosh, my mirror. I think that means I need to get rid of it because the mirror's falling out. It's broken. I haven't reached for it in a long time. So yeah, this is just going to go in the trash. Festival palette from Pure. I like the tones in here, but I don't love the pressed glitter, so going to get rid of that. Another Kaleidos palette. I love the tones in this one. I think it's so gorgeous with that blue. I have one here from Collab. I haven't seen anyone really much talking about them. I don't even know if they're still around. So I am going to declutter that. Too Faced. I like these palettes a lot. I think I have another one here. These are from their Tutti Frutti line. I think they're really good quality and they have a really nice formula to them. So I'm going to keep both of these. I think they're really good. A few more Huda Beauties I'm going to be holding on to. These are part of her pastel line. Il Maquillage. I have this quad right here. It's like a smoky palette. Let's keep it actually. I think it's nice to like have curated palettes like this in case I want to do a smoky eye. This is from Brow Bar. I think I got this again in a BoxyCharm. I have not reached, oh my gosh, I don't think I've used this one at all. So I will give it to someone who will get use out of it. Another Huda palette, Neon, keeping Celestial Storm. I told you guys I had the larger version of this, so I'm going to keep from Dominique Cosmetics. Here is another one from Ofra. This one I'm going to get rid of. This one is called their Getaway palette. I think I'm okay with that one. Let's see, another Ciate here. That one I'm going to get rid of. We'll keep the other neon palette from Huda Beauty. Mini one here from NARS. This is their little Orgasm one. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. This one is like too mini for me. I just don't need that one in my collection. And then it looks like I've got some more Anastasia over here. Let's pull these over. A few more of those mini ones from Lorac and Rachel Zoe. I love these. So good. I'm telling you guys, this one right here is like my favorite palette, the Glamour one. It's such a good one. And then we have all of my Anastasia. So we have the Riviera right here. I have a hard time with my Anastasia palettes, like getting rid of them, because I used to have such like love for their palettes, but I honestly like don't reach for them much anymore. Like I have not reached for these in forever. So I'm debating on like keeping them or getting rid of them. I don't know. I'm going to keep them for now, just to keep them, but I honestly like haven't reached into those two in a long time. Modern Renaissance I am keeping because this one holds a lot of nostalgia for me, and Sultry is actually one of my favorite Anastasia palettes, so I am going to keep this one here. But the last two I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about. And then the last two palettes, you guys, we have this Fairy Tale book from Story Cosmetics. I am going to get rid of that. And the very last one is the Smoky Obsessions from Huda Beauty. I will be keeping this. Holy moly, you guys. We just went through so many palettes. Look at my piles I have going on. These are all my declutters. This one is my keep. I know it looks a little chaotic right now, but I can tell the difference between the two piles. Let me add them up and we'll see how I did. I'm hoping I did really good. I feel like I did really good. But looking at these piles, they look kind of similar. So we'll see. Would you guys believe me if I told you I have the exact same amount of palettes that I'm keeping that I'm also decluttering? This is my declutter box right here. I have 117 palettes I'm decluttering. Can you tell it's been a while since I've done one? Obviously, you guys, I have way too many palettes. So 117 here, and then I have 117 here, which is wild to me. I did have one palette, so this would technically be 118 that I would be keeping. I'm going to move this one over to this side, so it makes me feel better, that I decluttered 118 palettes, and I'm keeping 117 palettes. Still way too many. Obviously, I have two eyes, and I will never go through all of these palettes, but they bring me happiness. This is my job. I feel like I'm okay with this. I cannot believe I had so many palettes, you guys. I like let this get way out of hand, so I'm glad that I am able to declutter as many as I did. I hope you guys found this video enjoyable in some way and helpful. Definitely let me know one of your favorite palettes down in the comment section. If you have one, I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck around to the end, you guys are the best. I appreciate you. Stay tuned for more declutters to come. You guys, my collection is so large and I'm looking to drastically get it down, and it will get down. So be sure to look out for new declutters. I'll see you guys next time.